Okay, hi everybody. Welcome to. Is my video not working again? Can you see me?
Yeah. No, I cannot see you.
Okay. All right. Well, this happened to me yesterday, and I don't really know why. Okay, I'm gonna have to check it out. So hi everybody. Welcome to this class. You can't see me right now for some reason. My video is not working. I don't know why. I'll have to fix that. It was just working a minute ago. Anyways, in this hour, we're going to be having a writing practice class. So if you have a reservation for this class, then of course you can go ahead and use the reservation now. If you don't have a reservation and you want to join the class to practice your writing, you can do that in just 2 minutes or so after the reservation button is gone. And you do need to be a member of Verbling to join the class. You can become a member for free for 1 week if you want to just do a trial, or you can join for $45 a month, and you can also just buy some classes, like 10 at a time. So you have a few options for using Verbling. So welcome, Jose. How are you?
Fine, thank you, teacher.
All right.
What are you doing?
I'm doing well. I don't know why my video is not working, but I'm going to try to fix it here in just a second. But we're going to go to the screen share anyways, because I have, this is the writing class, and I'm going to give you the link here in the group chat. So Hamit's already ready for it. I was going to do it a little bit differently this time. So I'll show you guys what it looks like. Hi, Fernando.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Okay, awesome. So I do the writing classes now and then, and some people have been asking for them again, and specifically people have been wanting to practice more like their essay writing, so a little bit longer writing. So I have 3 options for you guys today, and Hamit's already getting started on the first one. And in fact, I was thinking you could write for 20 minutes on 2 of these. So not each one, because now there are 3. But if you write for 20 minutes on like one, and then we'll correct, and then you can write another 20 minutes on another one, and then we'll correct. So that way you have the full hour to be busy writing and also getting help from me. So the way this works is, as you can see, Hamid already is writing. He's working on number 3 here. But what you can do is read number 1. So it says, people work because they need money to live. So that's kind of the basic idea. Whoops. And then what are some other reasons that people work? And so in your essay, you need to discuss 1 or more of these reasons and use specific examples and details. So if you have another reason why people work, like they enjoy it or something, you need to back that up or support that with an example or some details. So you can work on that one first, or you can work on number 2 first. Some people are always in a hurry to go places and get things done. Other people prefer to take their time and live life at a slower pace. Which do you prefer? So you get to, in your essay, describe what you prefer. If you like to be in a hurry and get things done, or if you're the type of person to take your time and live a slower pace of life. And again, you need to use specific reasons and examples. The third option is to be more creative, and this is to write a story. And in your story, you have to include these 4 things. So a dinosaur, a witch, a speedboat, and an Xbox 360. So Hamid likes to do those, so he's already working on his. And so the way that you guys can do this is open up the link. And I'm going to put it again in the group chat for Alex there. Hi, Alex. And then you guys can just go find a place on this page. So you can just put your cursor somewhere. Let's see. I have to put it after Hamid. And then you can just go scroll down. So if you put your cursor here, whoops, Hamid, hold on. You have to, Hamid's furiously writing. Okay, so you can put your cursor somewhere below here, or you can first write on another page somewhere else on your computer and then copy and paste it in if you want to do that.
It's
Either
better.
one. So, does anybody have any questions?
No, it's clear.
Okay, I have a question. We
Okay.
need to write about the number 1 and number 2?
Yeah, well, first just choose one. So, like, you can choose number 1, and then I want you guys to write for just 20 minutes.
Okay.
And then I'm going to stop you, and then we're going to correct what you've written. And then we're going to do it again for number 2 or 3. It depends on if you want to do the creative writing one or not.
Okay.
So the idea would be that you get to write 2 essays this hour, or an essay and a little story. Either one.
Okay.
And the idea is just write the best you can, and don't worry too much about correcting while you're writing. Just write down your thoughts and your ideas, and then you'll have a little bit to go back and edit, but then I'm going to have you read it out loud. So when you're done writing, you're going to read out loud what you wrote, and then I'm going to help you with corrections. Okay?
How much time we have?
I'm going to give you guys 20 minutes to write right now.
Each writing or the 2 writings?
Each.
Ah,
Yeah.
each.
So 20 minutes, just work on one essay right now for 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to stop you, and then we're going to correct, and then you're going to have another 20 minutes to write on the next one.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay? And like I said, you can go down here and find a place on this page here. Make some more room here. Okay.
Lisa, I am done.
Okay.
Can I read?
Yes. Hold on. Let me push it down here. Okay.
Once upon a time, there were two close friends. Their names were Lanilda and Vanilda. They were friends for their childhood. The time was for the Halloween. Their parents prepared a good surprise for them. They bought a nice Xbox 360. When Lanilda and Vanilda saw the Xbox, they were close to cry because of their happiness. They didn't give any break and they jumped in to play some games from it. The game was about the Halloween from the selling the company. Lanilda was very surprised for their playing games because they had to control a speedboat. They had two heroes in their playing games. The name of game was The Adventures of Issy in the Silent Island. Issy had also a close friend like Vanilda. Her name was Sissy. Vanilda and Vanilda played this game for many hours. They forgot to eat their cookies as well. When they were playing a game, they were leaving the game at the same time. After almost 50 levels, they were close to finish the game. In the final scene, there was a witch. Issy and Sissy's mission was to kill the witch, then they had to rescue Dinosaur from his cage. The key was with the witch. Issy thought a good plan, and he explained it to Sissy. Sissy also liked his plan. On the plan, Sissy played a possum by lying on the dark cave's floor. After that, the witch came to Sissy's side. Then Issy was behind of the witch, and he had his knife. With a nice timing, Issy killed the witch, and they took the key to rescue the dinosaur. They were in the cage, and this dinosaur was more different than its own species because he could fly. Later, Issy and Sissy were at their homes with happiness and pleasure. Lanilda and Vanilda as well. But the most interesting thing was their finishing game from 10 a.m. to the midnight without breaking time.
Okay. All right. Let's start from the top. Once upon a time, there were two close friends. Their names were Lanilda and Vanilda. Where did you come up with those names?
I don't know. Just before the lesson, I thought, and it came suddenly.
Okay. They were friends, I would say, since their childhood. Or how old are they, do you think?
Maybe 12.
Okay. They were friends, okay, during their childhood. Okay. The time was for Halloween. Okay, let's see. I would just say it was Halloween time.
Okay.
It was Halloween. Or it was time for Halloween, you could say that. It was time for Halloween. Their parents prepared a good surprise for them. They bought a nice Xbox 360. I would say they bought them a nice Xbox 360. Alright. When Lanilda and Vanilda saw the Xbox, they were close to crying because of their happiness. They didn't give any, alright, they didn't, I would say instead of any break, I would say they didn't take any time, and they jumped, and I would say right into playing some games on the Xbox. The game was about Halloween. What do you mean from the selling company? The company
put a game inside the Xbox, so they were playing this game.
Okay. So instead of the selling company, I would just say they played some game. I would just say they played a game about Halloween. All right. Lanilda was very surprised. I would say with this game because they had to control a speedboat. All right. They had two heroes in their I would just say their game. Because we already know it's the game that they're playing, so we don't have to say playing game. They had 2 heroes in their game. The name of the game was The Adventures of Issy in the Silent... I'm going to put on the Silent Island. And we capitalize it. Issy had, I would say, also had a close friend like Vanilda, semicolon. Her name was Sissy. Vanilda and Vanilda played this game for many hours, and they forgot to eat their cookies. I would say, and they even forgot to eat their cookies since they were so busy. When they were playing the game, they were living the game. I would say it was as if they were living the game at the same time. Okay. After almost 50 levels, they were close to finishing the game. In the final scene, there was a witch. Issy and Sissy's mission was to kill the witch. Then they had to rescue the dinosaur from his cage. The key was with the witch. Issy, instead of thought, we would say came up with a good plan, and he explained it to Sissy. Sissy also liked his plan. In the plan, or according to the plan, Sissy played possum by lying on the dark cave's floor. After that, the witch came to Sissy's side. Then, period. Then Issy was behind the witch, and he had his knife. I would say with good timing, Issy killed the witch, and they took the key to rescue the dinosaur. They were in the cage, and this dinosaur was more different than its own species because he could fly. Later, Issy and Sissy were at their homes with the happiness and pleasure. Lenilda and were at their homes with happiness and pleasure, as Lenilda and Vanilda were as well, you could say. But the most interesting thing was that they played. I would say they played. They played the game from 10 a.m. to midnight without any breaks.
Okay.
Okay. Have you ever done that, Hamid? Played from...
No, but maybe I could use my computer many hours, but not like this amount.
Not that much. Yeah, that's a lot. Okay.
Because almost 14 hours.
Yeah. Right, 14 hours, 10 a.m. Yeah, it's not good to sit that many hours, for sure.
Yes, but they are children, so they cannot feel.
Yeah, maybe they don't sit so long anyways. Sometimes kids have to get up and jump around anyways. Okay, Alex, you're ready? All right.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. You can read.
Okay. There can be many reasons to carry out with a job, because people are so different from each other. Although I would like to remark two possible reasons, the vocation and the ambition. People who work in order a vocation like to do their job because they have some specific skills to perform this job and have a good time exercising these skills. Despite that fact, there could be people who love what they do even not having good abilities for it. But these ones are a minority. On the other hand, there are the ambitious ones. These kind of people work just for things like money or power, and they are the opposite to what we call dreamers. To sum up, I'd like to say that we spend the most of our lifetime working. So it's very important to choose the right option. For me, this option is the one that makes you a self-actualized person.
Okay. All right. So up here at top, there can be many reasons to carry out, I would just say a job. You don't need the with to carry out a job because people are so different from each other. instead of although, I would say however. I would like to remark on or about, or instead of remark, you could just say I would like to mention or talk about two possible reasons: the vocation and the ambition. People who work in order, I would say, to have a vocation, like to do their job because they have some specific skills to perform, I would say, for performing this job and have a good time exercising these skills. Despite that fact, there could be people who love what they do even, okay, so do even, I would say, if they don't have good, you could say abilities or good skills for it. But these ones are minority. Okay. On the other hand, there are the ambitious ones. This kind of people, so these kind of people, or plural, these kind of people work just for things like money or power, and they are the opposite of what we call dreamers. To sum up, I'd like to say that we spend most of our lifetime working, so it's very important to choose the right option. For me, this option is the one that makes you a self-actualized person. So do you mean it's, what do you mean by option?
Your choice.
Your choice of job or the reason why you're doing your job?
Everything.
Okay.
When you have to decide what you are going to do, what you are going to study.
Okay, so I would say maybe instead of option, maybe I would say career. You know, it's important to choose the right career. For me, this choice is the one that makes you, this would be, I would say it like this would be the one that makes you a self-actualized person.
Okay.
So, what do you mean by self-actualized? Like on a job?
Yes, self-actualized.
Yeah.
I want to mean the activity or the work that makes you happier and a better person, and the work that helps you to develop yourself as a human.
Okay. Yep. Good. Yeah, that's what it means. I just wanted to make sure. Okay, good. All right. Let's see. So you can work on the next one, Alex. And if anybody else is ready for me to correct, I'm ready.
Okay.
Fernando, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, why do people need to work? Since I have memory, I have been thinking on why we need to work. Why not just we worry about enjoy life and do the things that we want to do? Well, when I was growing up, I began to understand that mystery. When I was 10 years old, my mom told me, if you want that your dream become reality, you need to work for them. That phrase made me confused, but since my mom told me this phrase, I understood there are more reasons than just my dreams. The principal and most important reason is to live. Yeah, of course we need money to buy food and clothes. But if you think there is but I think the reasons to work are more than just life. Another reason to work is for the things that make you happy. For example, if you want a sport car, the biggest house, or take the best vacation, you need to work a lot for these things. The next reason is when you were a child, you wanted toys and
Yeah.
toys and things, but your parent doesn't have enough money. Oh. didn't have enough money to get that.
Mm-hmm.
Then you will want your children have all the stuff that they want. Other reason and important is I think is thank your parents for take care of you all this time and now you decide to take care of them. In order, you can have more reason to work, but just think that the life isn't easy. And if you want to be happy and have a nice life, you need to work for that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So so we have an expression like it means this, but we say since I can remember.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, since I can remember, I have been thinking about why we need to work. Why not just, okay, so why can't we just worry about enjoying life and doing the things that we want to do? Well, while I was growing up, I began to understand that mystery. And I would just put a period here. When I was 10 years old, my mom told me, if you want, okay.
I think it's a double word.
Yeah, so it's not like, in English we don't usually say like if you want that. So that's the construction in Spanish, but we would say it like this. If you want your dreams to become reality, you need to work for them. Okay. That phrase made me confused, but since my mom told me this phrase, I understood their, I would say work, keep it in the past. There were more reasons to work than just my dreams. Okay, the principal and most important reason is to live. Yeah, of course, we need money to buy food and clothes, but I think the reasons to work are more than just to live. Another reason to work, okay, I'm going to put another reason to work is for the things that make you happy. Okay, I would say another reason to work is to be able to do the things that make you happy, period. And then, for example, if you want a sports car, the biggest house, or to take the best vacations, you need to work a lot for these things. Yes, that's true. All right, the next reason is when you were a child, you wanted many toys and things, but your parents didn't have enough money to get, I would say, to get them or to get those for you. Then I would say when you are a parent, you want your children to have all the stuff that they want. Yes. Another reason, another reason which is important, I think, is to thank your parents for taking care of you all this time, and now you decide to take care of them. Okay. In order, let me read the tour. What did you mean in order here?
In order is for finish the essay.
Okay. I would say in conclusion. So in conclusion,
okay,
you can have many reasons to work, but just think that life isn't easy, and if you want to be happy and have a nice life, you need to work for that. Okay, hold on. In conclusion, you can have many reasons to work, but just remember, I would say, that life isn't easy, and if you want to be happy and have a nice life, you need to work for that. Okay, good. All right, so you have time to work on the next one. Let's see. Anybody else ready? Jose or Ahmed?
Yes, Lisa, but I had a problem.
Oh, yeah?
I wrote it on paper.
On a piece of paper?
Yes, if you want,
You
I
could
can
read.
read. I
Yeah,
can read it.
sure.
Okay. I think the first reason people work is due to they need some money to live. People have a lot of needs, for example, food, education, clothing, hobbies, and they must work if they want to earn money.
Mm-hmm.
I know people who work because they love their job and they work in spite of their salary were lower. For
Mm.
example, some policemen, some nurse, sportsmen, or when people go to another poor country to help another people with problems, without education, with heal, and eventually, I think there are some people working under bands criminals like sexual exploitation, child
Mm.
exploitation, and we must stop it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Finish, finish. It's
Finish.
short.
Okay. Yeah. Good. Yeah. There were a few things that you could correct, but overall, I think it's good. Just I wrote to help other people is one thing that I
Other,
yeah,
other.
help
Good.
other people, and yeah, I think it's good. The idea of different reasons for working. Yeah, you listed a couple of different ones, and those are all legitimate reasons. Okay. So we have time, you guys. Probably we don't have time for 20 minutes, but maybe about 12 to 15 minutes writing on the next one. And we'll do the same thing. So then, hold on here. Yeah, so the next one would be decide whether or not you're the type of person that's always in a hurry, or do you prefer to take your time? Yeah. Okay, Ahmed, let's see, are you down here somewhere?
Yeah,
Okay. Okay, go ahead.
yeah, it's just a small paragraph, but I
That's
will read
okay.
it. Okay, one of the main reasons why people working is to get money, but there are others. So today we will talk about other reasons. I think one of those reasons is one have to do something in his life to spend the time on, even if uh, even it's better if you like what are working on. Uh, Another one that is they wanna interacting with other people because life without interaction it will lose its meaning. One of other reasons is people wanna follow their dreams. Thus, if they succeeded, they will feeling happy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay, let me, I'm going to move it down and then make some corrections.
yeah,
So in writing, just a couple things in English, we have to have capital letters at the beginning of the sentences. So one of the main reasons why people, I would just say work instead of using the ing form, why people work is to get money, comma, but there are others. And then a new sentence. So today, comma, we will talk about the other reasons. I think one of those reasons is one has to do something. So like a person has to do something, something in his life to spend time on. Yeah, you have to be busy, right? You have to do
yeah,
something. Yeah, even if it is better. I would say it. It is even better if you like what you are working on. All right, so instead of another one, I'm going to say another reason is that they want, I'm just going to say they want to interact with other people because life without interaction will lose its meaning. Okay? One of the other reasons. Another reason is that people, and in speaking we do say wanna, but in writing we write want to. So
Yeah.
another reason is that people want to follow their dreams. Thus, if they succeed, they will feel happy. Yeah, or they will be happy. Instead of saying thus, I would say, and if they succeed, comma, they will feel happy.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Good.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure. Okay, guys. So when you're done with the next one, let me know. We have about 19 minutes left.
I did my second, but I think it is not good essay
Why do you think that?
because I think its level is not good.
It's not the level you want?
Yes, but we will see.
Okay. What level do you want?
I mean, maybe in academic level, but for this, maybe I wrote in childhood. I mean elementary school level, but I don't know.
Okay, well, let's see.
In my opinion, people should work in their slower pace because there are several reasons for that. First of all, if you are in hurry person, you cannot focus on what you are doing and you can forget some important details related to your work. For example, if you are a bank worker and you count money so quickly, you can make big mistakes. It can be harmful both you and the bank. For that point, you could be calmer and not to be in panic mode. Secondly, when we work at slower pace, we can focus on more about our doing. Additionally, there are some works you need to be very sure. For example, I am a chemist, so I must be sure and I should a slower pace as much as I can. If I make a fault to synthesize or analyze something quickly, probably it will be very wrong results. I may give harmful effects to my work, also it is a bad result financially. All in all, if you work silently and slowly, you can discover your mistakes and you don't do them again and again.
Okay. All right. So in my opinion, comma, people should work, and I'm going to say at instead, at a slower pace. And instead of because, I would say, and there are several reasons for this. Okay, first of all, if you are okay, so you're not really an in a hurry person. If you are a person who is always in a hurry, you cannot focus on what you are doing and you can forget some important details related to your work. For example, if you are a bank worker, bank worker is okay. We have a special name for it, actually, like a bank teller. And you count money too quickly, you can make big mistakes. It can be harmful both to you and the bank. For that point, I would say for that reason, or for this reason, you should be calm. I would say calm, and not be in a panic mode. All right. Secondly, when we work at a slower pace, we can focus on more. I would say instead of about our doing, so our doing is not really a noun. We can focus on what we are doing. Okay, focus on what we are doing. Additionally, there are some, I would say tasks maybe or jobs you need to be very sure about. For example, I am a chemist, so I must be sure and I should work at a slower pace as much as I can. If I make I would say a mistake to synthesize or analyze something quickly, probably it will be very, it will be I would say probably it will give
Maybe
me,
occur. Maybe occur.
no, it probably give me some very wrong results. If I'm going too fast and I make some mistakes, then I will get some wrong, bad results, or incorrect, or something like that, maybe faulty results. I may, instead of I may give, this may have harmful effects on my work, and I would say, and it could have a bad financial result. Financial result. All in all, if you work silently and slowly, you can discover your mistakes and you don't do them again and again. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think just in the thing, I wish I knew Turkish, because I'm trying to figure out what see, like when you said the playing game, you're using things as nouns that we don't use as the nouns.
Maybe it is my mistakes again from the Turkish logic, because I am writing quickly.
Yeah. Yeah, because you're writing quick. Yeah, you also wrote really quickly. I mean, you wrote a lot in a very short amount of time there. So
Yes.
I think if you go back and you reread it and you try to check to see if those are, if you're just translating from Turkish to English, that's probably going to be wrong. Because
Yes, but generally to rewrite or to revise my writing, I don't like that.
I know. I don't like to do it either, but we have to.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. Ahmed, did you say you're ready? Or that was the last time? That was the last time. All right.
So, what do you think for my second writing?
I think it's good, but if it's something like this is a TOEFL example question, and for you to get a higher score, you'd probably have to write a little bit more, and you would have to fix those things that I corrected to get a high score. Yeah.
Yes, but I think I cannot take good score because I think level is not good.
The level is okay in terms of your ideas, but some of the grammatical structures were incorrect. So it makes it, you get a lower score if what you're saying is not grammatically correct. You can have some grammatical errors for sure and still get a higher score. But are you saying the content, like the ideas? The ideas are okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the ideas are okay. Giving an example is good. I think that's a good idea. These examples, you gave 2 good examples with some details.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, when I read people who I know who have gotten really high scores on the TOEFL, for example, they write more, and it's a little bit higher language, but you have, some of those things in here. A lot of the writing is making it flow so that it makes sense and that you're answering the question. Sometimes people get off on tangents and they're not really focused on the actual question. But you stayed on the question, giving examples specific to answering the question.
Yes,
So
and I am a different person. I mean, maybe I am good at writing story, but I am bad at writing essays.
Well, maybe you're better at writing stories because you like to do that better. And when you have to write an academic essay, you're probably going to use some proofreaders or editors anyway.
Yes, maybe when I read some articles, I will enrich myself.
Absolutely. Yeah, writers who want, people who want to be really good at writing, they have to read a lot and they have to practice a lot of writing. It's not just a natural skill. It's something you really have to work at, even in your native language, for sure. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Will you be writing, like if you're going to Germany or something, will you be writing papers in English or German?
Probably it will be in English because everything is in English. So my papers will be in English as well for academic committee.
Yeah, and that's a completely different skill set. Learning how to write like a research abstract or report or something. Those would have specific guidelines and styles. Yeah.
Yes, but there are some ready ready forms, so
Yeah.
it is easier than this writing. Because
Yeah, they give you more. Yeah.
Yes.
Framework. Yeah.
sometimes the scientists make copy and paste.
Yeah, I see. Okay. All right, Alex, you're finished? You want to read?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. We can talk about different paces, but can't say which of these ones is better. Related with the mind and pace, we can talk about two principal ways of thinking: the analytic thinking and the synthetic. The analytic thinking led the person to think in a deep way. One feature of this kind of thinking is that it works slowly. The synthetic thinking, in the contrary, is very fast, but it's less enriching and creative than the analytic one. Which is the best? No one and both. It depends on the context. If you are reflecting about a personal problem in which there are feelings and emotions involved, the best would be the analytic type. If you are doing a test and need to fit to the time, it's better the synthetic one. In conclusion, to be adaptable and flexible is the key.
Yes. Okay, we can talk about different paces, but I would say we can't say which of these ones is better. Related with the mind and pace, we can talk about two principal ways of thinking. All right. The analytic thinking, I would say mode, for example, and the synthetic thinking mode. Is that a technical term, synthetic thinking?
Well, I'm not sure. I remember one lesson of one of my teachers, and
Yes,
she
it is.
was
Okay.
talking about this.
Synthetic thinking, we might be more common to hear like abstract thought. Is that was what you're talking about?
The analytic.
Analytic is more like looking at the facts and stuff, analyzing things. Synthetic is more the combination of ideas into complex. Okay. Yeah, breaking it down, like a bigger picture.
With the whole, maybe.
The whole, yeah, the bigger picture thinking, yeah. That's what we usually say, bigger picture. Okay, so the analytic thinking lets the person lets the person think in a deep way. One feature of this kind of thinking is that it works slowly. The synthetic thinking, on the contrary, is very fast, but it's less enriching and creative than the analytic one. Which is the best? None. We would say none and both. It depends on the context. If you are reflecting about a personal problem in which there are feelings and emotions involved, the best would be the analytic type. If you are doing a test and need to fit to the time, I would say instead of fit to the time, you need to stay within a certain amount of time. It's better to use the synthetic one. In conclusion, to be adaptable and flexible is the key. Okay. So what do you consider yourself, just in general, you just choose whatever is appropriate?
Well, I'm a slow person. Yes. Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
kind of slow. I don't like to think very quickly.
Uh-huh.
I'm
Take your
mess up
time.
my mind. Yes.
Okay. All right. Ahmed or Jose, are you guys ready?
For me, I am not ready.
Okay. All right. Why don't you guys finish up your last sentence because we're going to run out of time here. I only have 4 minutes left, and I do have another class after this one I have to go to.
Lisa,
Yeah.
I would like to ask you a question.
Sure.
Yes, I'm having a test, and
Uh-huh.
soon, and I have to do a speaking test.
Yeah.
And the other day I was thinking, why in Berlin I don't show my picture? I haven't I haven't been thinking about that before. Yes, because everyone put his photo instead of his camera on.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And I was thinking that it's better to show because maybe there are more interaction if your camera is on.
I think so. Sometimes for some people, yeah.
Maybe.
Alex, I think you can try to log out and log in again. Sometimes the profile picture changing takes time.
Well, I think are you saying, Alex, just that you haven't chosen to do that?
Yeah,
I
yes,
don't think so. For example, when
the camera and work with the camera on, maybe it's you learn more, or I don't know.
It's a different level of what you're comfortable with. Some people are not comfortable with it. Some people like it better, you know? Yeah. And especially like Nihan has told me she likes it when she can see me speaking because she watches like my mouth and my expressions, and it helps her to understand me better when she can see me talking too. Yeah.
Okay, I will try it.
Yeah, okay. I have a problem with my camera. I don't know what the problem is. I'm going to have to restart before I do this. Okay, Jose, you can share.
Yes, because I don't know. I don't know to share my text, the exercise in the screen.
Did you
How
did you write it somewhere
tell
on
me.
the? You can copy and paste it into this link, or you can copy and paste it right here into the chat too, and I can see it.
Okay. I tried.
Okay.
In Google Chat. Oh my God.
Whoops, we lost him. Ahmed, are you ready? Because I'm going to run out of time here.
Yeah, I didn't start yet. This is a problem.
Okay. Okay, well, we're gonna go. I gotta finish up and then start the next class. So it's okay, even when you come to the writing class, doing any little bit of writing and also watching how I correct, that can also be helpful for you when you're writing and when you're thinking about how to say these things. So thanks, guys, for coming, and maybe I'll see you next hour. Okay?
Okay.
Bye.
Hi, Alex. Bye.
Bye.